Welcome to the WIAA newsletter. I got to tell you, I'm doing this tape with a little trepidation. We've been doing some research on how many of the 21,000 people to whom this is sent are actually viewing what's going on, and it's not a very high percentage. So to add a little incentive to that, the first 15 people who call my office will get a special prize from me. First 15, once you view this video, the direct number is 425-988-6156. The first 15, no fudging on that. So hopefully you're getting a chance to take a look at this video, and you're also taking a look at the newsletter because there's some important information in there. The staff has listened to what you've said. You want just bare bones. You want news and information that's particularly relevant to your position. So that's what it includes. This newsletter will include the 2014 proposed amendments, and they range all the way from some ideas on what to do with 8-man football to some changes in the amateur rule. Just a number of different amendments that come from the member schools themselves. Middle level sportsmanship program, the executive agenda and the minutes, and then of course the classification information. Rule updates on cheer and dance and drill and track, as well as state championship information, coaches resources, and we've got a couple important Coaches Schools Express coming up, so make sure you get registered for those. And then we've got our Smart Choices scholarship application, and we're looking for an even higher number this year than we did during last year's initial year. WIAA Executive Board just got through with its January board meeting, and aside from the fact that the board established the cutoff numbers for classifications that'll be in place for the next 4 years, we've got some schools that are still trying to get their league affiliation taken care of. So the WIAA Executive Board has put together a mediation team that will be going out and meeting with all the affected schools here within the week to try to see if we can figure out a way to help those member schools out. We know this has been a very difficult transition into the new classification cycle. It always is. This year, with the change in counting the grades of 9 through 11 and then not counting alternative school students, not sure how much of an impact that really had on the system, but the opt-ups and the continual desire to equalize the number of schools in each classification is very tricky, very cumbersome, and very time-consuming, and as I've already mentioned, very emotional. So I'm certain the WIAA Executive Board will be taking a look at what we can do to make that an easier process for everyone. We've got state bowling coming up on February 7th and 8th, boys swim and dive on February 21st and 2nd, along with gymnastics and mat classic number 26. I also mentioned earlier that we are having our 2014 amendments that are going to be ready and available in the next newsletter. Winter Coalition meets on March 24th, and Winter Coalition is a meeting of all of the league reps and representative assembly voters to talk about the amendments. The makers of the amendments will come in and explain why they have proposed the amendments, what they are hoping to accomplish. And at that time there might be some tweaking with some of the language. There's a chance that someone might withdraw an amendment if they don't believe they've got enough support to pass it through. And then online voting, rep assembly, will happen April 14th through May the 2nd. And sandwiched in between those will be the State Athletic Administrators Conference, and hopefully we'll have some discussion about amendments during that time frame as well. So we created some time both sides of that conference, again, to create some opportunity for more dialogue. Thanks for all you do. It's important to remember that while we do spend some time talking about classifications and allocation and state tournaments, the real reason that we do what we do is for the students, because we believe that the opportunities that the association provides really are an extension of the classroom and make our students better citizens in their communities, in their states, and of course in their schools. Thanks for all you do to make that happen. Take care.